Good evening in the Mini language. Subject matter here will be Connor Creek Greenway between Harper and Gratiot. Harper and Gratiot. Normally I do a cleanup. I've been doing a cleanup for the last, 3 years to show put a spotlight on Connor Creek Greenway. That's the starting point of Connor Creek Greenway, probably some 20 years ago. The starting point. So normally what I've been doing is doing a cleanup with an organization, a nonprofit called Arise Detroit. I started that because I helped out with doing one about 4 years ago with Little Detroit Community Garden. Once I did that, then I decided to do it on my own, but excuse me, not with Little Detroit Community Garden, but with my nonprofit neighborhood towards Detroit. So once I did that, it worked out fine because I had some help the first year. I did right after the event with Little Detroit Community Garden that first year, first 2 years, as a matter of fact. And I got some help from somebody that came along that went to the event and knew about it. And I mentioned it to that person. I won't mention her name because she's not here to give me the okay. So, but she's helpful enough to start. She see me on the humble out there working by myself. So she came through and helped out. On her own because she seen me because she was on her way home and saw me out there. So by chance, that happened and she decided to participate with me. So I wouldn't be doing it alone. Then I put the word out with Councilwoman Johnson that I was doing it. And one of her events that she had planned to visit, it did not come through. They canceled the event. So she had me in mind. She uh, came on by with her husband and helped out. So that's I got pictures of that in the Facebook page, CC Greenway, which stands for Connor Creek Greenway. So you check the Facebook page out, CC Greenway, you'll see the pictures of me doing it the first year, uh, 3 years ago. So it's 25 now, so that's 2022. First year I did it with the brother was 2021. That's when I figured it out. So the person that started this nonprofit, Arise Detroit, passed away this year, March of this year. This month is April, so that's about a month ago. Unexpectedly, but that's how life goes sometimes. Can't predict it. You just gotta live it and hope for the best because there ain't no guarantees in life on day one. That's the fact of the matter. But he leaves his legacy behind him with this nonprofit, which is called Rise Detroit. And the whole premise of his nonprofit and the whole reason he did the nonprofit was to spotlight people that normally don't get a spotlight put on them with what they're doing for the community. It has to be community based. There can be no birthday parties or anniversaries or weddings or any personal events. It has to be a community event, and that's what makes this organization stands out from the crowd. He's very particular about that. He asked for it. Me, that's why I was Loretta for you know, I gave him my page that I had set up for my nonprofit, which I set up a free page. It's a website that you can get free off of Google, SITE sites. Google sites get you a free website. So I let them see my website versus my Facebook page. So once he seen I had something going on with the website, then he let me be part of that organization, be part of this event. And this is his event, it's not my event or someone else, but this is his event, and it goes citywide. Luther is his name. So it goes citywide. It's been around for some years. I think last year was number 17, 17th year, or the 18th year. I think it might have been the 17th or 18th. I have to check. My flyer, not my flyer, but my banner. When you get a banner, it's either the 17th or the 18th year. I mean, when you get a banner, as well as if you get a voucher for a cleanup, you get $100 voucher with a minimum payment of $40 if you early bird special. If not, then it's $50. I know they was calling me over and over again last year, make sure that I signed up. So they definitely had me in mind. And then one time I was there at the event, just pick up the supplies, and he mentioned to me that he knew I was doing double duty with the Detroit Community Garden in Connors Park. I tried to blow him off with that, but he was up on it. Because he seen that, probably some pictures they took. He probably seen me in some pictures they took at the Detroit Community Garden. So he knew I was doing double duty with his, foundation, nonprofit, with his nonprofit, not foundation, with his nonprofit. So that's one thing he did mention to me. He knew I was doing double duty. I said, "You doing double duty?" That's how he mentioned it to me. So this year I signed up. Going to sign up this year to do the same thing with him. We'll get the early bird special. And another organization want to sign up with me. Did sign up with me. I asked them to sign up with me because they if they come help out. I said, might as well sign up and be part of his event. And they did that. Then I asked another organization to sign up with me and be part of the event. So we're going to have 3 different organizations doing the cleanup this year. Last 2 years I've been doing it by myself. First year I did it with some help, but the last 2 years I've been doing it by myself. I set a goal for myself when I do it by myself to fill up 2 of them brown bags, which are them lead bags, some tall brown bags. And sometimes I've been breaking it down. It might take me 2 or 3 weekends to do it because I just do it on weekends. It'll be a Saturday or Sunday if I'm doing it by myself. My goal is to fill them 2 bags up. Normally I pretty much do the whole park. It's not that big of a park. But I'm just picking up trash. I'm not doing no maintenance work. Just doing a cleanup. And then I have my picker up with a 5-gallon bucket. And I go out there with my bicycle and my trailer, my work trailer. And then that's how I haul stuff around. And I just target one area and do that. And I go all the way out to the sidewalk with it if I'm on Harper. And I also do all the way out to the corner, street curb, which we're cleaning street curb as well as the storm drain grid, the grid for the storm drains. So that's how far I go out. I will just stop at the grass part. I'm going all the way out to the street part on Harper. Now on Connors, you don't have that sidewalk like that. The sidewalk is somewhat inward and for a pathway. So it's not all the way out to where you have a berm. It's about 2 or 3 more, I'll say about 4 or 5 feet in from where a berm would be at or where the normal sidewalk would be. So that way it's a different pathway. It's a wider one too. And it's not a concrete one, it's a black asphalt sidewalk pathway. It's not a sidewalk pathway because it's a continual asphalt pathway versus individual sidewalks. So that's how I worked that out. With doing it by myself, I just targeted one area and keep going until I get to, I'm only starting on the Harper side, and I work my way on down to where CBS pick up at, where the bus stop is at for CBS. I don't do the CBS part. I stop right there where the park stops at before the driveway for CBS. Entrance and exit driveway. Over there where the substation used to be at. Still there. The building's still there for the substation. They burnt it off. This big entrance point they had, they burnt it off. So anytime they took all the equipment out, they knocked down the building. The building is probably built around the time of the neighborhood built in the 20s. So obviously you got alternative plans for that building. Anytime you put some center block bricks up there, they leave room to put a facade up in there. Probably a brick facade on the outside. So I heard through the grapevine there is plans for that building, but I don't know exactly what the plans are. That's why I heard through the grapevine. I'm not gonna mention that person's name because that person not here. So I have permission to use a name, so I'm not gonna put a name out there. But I did hear through the grapevine, through an individual, that that building will be saved and used for something else. I need to revisit that with her. And then ask her again what it's gonna be used for. And who was doing it, I forgot she said. It was gonna be used, but she never said who was behind it. I don't know if the city behind it or somebody else is behind it. So that's what I've been doing for the last 3 years, and I'll do it this year, being the fourth year. I'm still here to do it in life. That's my plan, is to dedicate the fourth year to the founder, not the owner. You're not an owner of a nonprofit. You are a founder of a nonprofit. To the founder of the nonprofit, Arise Detroit. I've been doing it in his honor. Plan on playing his music. I found out he was a blues player. He used to play the blues with a band. Wrote his own materials. Found that out later. Did not profile that when he was doing the Rise Detroit. He did not like be playing his music and stuff like that. He went and he had a celebration, in the first year celebration for Christmas, holiday celebration, I think it was. He didn't play none of his music. I was surprised. I didn't know he was a blues player until he passed away. Then they mentioned that, then I looked him up on YouTube, and there's a playlist of all his songs. So I checked all his songs. I played it, all his songs in memory of him passing away. So I checked it out, and I liked the last one out almost all of them. Something about some black coffee. So my plan is to play his songs off that playlist off of YouTube. Yeah, while we're doing the cleanup, so I'm gonna bring the big boom box with the trouble. So that's what's going on with that. So with that, I would say Saul. That's the update on that. And I'm also going to try to have people come out this year. Before the effort to have people come out and show their support once again with Connor Creek Greenway, so I can showcase them on the CC Greenway group, Facebook group page, as well as to give them a flyer made up with them on it, picture with them on it, showing their support. And with the ones I do choose, I'm going to also ask them a podcast this year. The ones that did come out and show support for the Greenway, whether it was for the cleanup or for the 9/11 event I did on the Greenway, as well as the third thing was the 9/11, the cleanup, and the tour itself. The short tour between uh, College Park and City Airport. So that's the short tour of the Greenway. So I took a couple people out for the tour of the Greenway. So I'll get back to doing that this year in memory of Luther, Arise Detroit. And then I'll ask the people that I did take out there, do they want to podcast and talk about their experience with checking out the Greenway. So that's my plan for 2025 with Connor Creek Greenway, which I did find out about the original name, but I have to work on that. So I have that next year. And that's time I podcast about the Greenway. And when I say original name, I mean the name that the indigenous tribes used before the European name, because it's been named a couple of European names. From the Creek to Connor Creek, and the French had a name for it too. So you got three different European names, but originally it had a name that the native tribes or the indigenous tribes had called this creek for a lot longer than the Europeans. So with that, I'll say Saul, and we'll wrap it up from there.